Well, by the time I got started, I ended up being up all night last night. I mean, set an alarm and get up, every like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and check it. So the first time it was, I think, 5 hours before I recoded it. The second time was like 3 hours, something like that. And the next time was like 2 or 3 hours. So this coat, I did put a third coat on, just to make sure everything was kind of filled in. I've seen a couple little spots that actually didn't get any, like stuff up in there that, you know, doesn't really need to be like super, super covered. So, likes and dislikes so far, I feel like the instructions could be worlds better on all three products, the degreaser, the etch, as well as the product itself, the paint itself. I really feel like that could be worlds better. The way it lays down, though, I mean, I've done this with a brush, and I mean, it literally looks like it was laid down with a gun. I mean, the only imperfection is the rust. If you really, really get close, you can see some brush marks, but those are because it's fresh. When I come out here, when this is finger drag dry, I like uh, their deal there. But these streak marks won't be here. I mean, there might be some, but not really. When they say thin coats, they mean thin, and they mean thin because you can't get it thick. Whoever I've read that has been putting this stuff on, I'll put it on too thick, buddy. I'd like to know how the hell you done that, because this stuff runs, and I mean it's not like runny like water, but it like, now I did get some runs there, and that freaking irritates me because that's like the only spot that you're gonna see, like really, really see. So that really irks my nerves. I had one of the hairs on the brush came out, which is stupid. It's like, I bought the most expensive brush. You would think that with the most expensive brush, it is that expensive because somebody put a lot more time and effort into building that thing than the cheap one. But I don't think that's how it works. I think that they just name stuff fancy names and probably use basically the same shit that don't work. I've got a little spot here. I might need to get my brush or something and kind of feather that out a little bit. That's the big thing that I've learned, is you need to watch it. After you spread it, you need to come back and you need to watch it for the next 10-15 minutes. Just after you get your brush or your gun or whatever clean, come back and look at it, and you could prevent runs like that. See, I just took my little paper towel here and kind of brushed over it. I wouldn't do that with the first coat, but this is the third coat. I don't know. Surely I'm not going to get any contaminants too bad in it. So, I can still see a little brass coming through here, which bothers my nerves. And there's some brass coming through there, but I don't know. Hopefully that'll all get covered up with the top coat, because I'm going to put a red top coat on it. I did buy a respirator, and I used it the first time I done it. But the second time I forgot, and the third time I forgot, so whatever. I probably will try to remember to use it when I spray, just because that's an enclosed area, and that's going to be a mist in the air, But somebody said there's a possibility that it could have some chemical in there that would make you have an asthma attack if you have asthma, but I don't know. It didn't give me an asthma attack, so